Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Wisteria here. Now, the last Shropshire folktale you will have heard if you've listened to them all will have included someone by the name of Nanny Morghan, who used the Bible for curses and such. This is the folk tale and the folklore surrounding Nanny Morghan herself. Up on the edge at Westwood Common was a house. Two dogs sat by the gate, watching everyone and everything that passed. On the roof, yellow eyes gleamed down from the cats still as sentries. The windows were dark, no hint to the outside world of what might lie inside. A girl stood undecided on the road, fiddling with her petticoats. She'd walked up from town to this place, but now her heart failed her. Inside lived Nanny Morghan, old Nanny with eyes like steel that could carve you open to rummage through your darkest secrets. Nanny Morghan. They said she'd been a beauty in her day, but you never know it now to look at her with a bent back, hooked nose and thin hair. They said she'd run off with the gypsies when she was young, that they'd taught her how to read cards and tell fortunes. When she came back, she looked like she did now. A lot of people said that Nanny had wanted more than just playing with cards, and she'd been taught all those spells and curses by someone else. Someone that had taken her youth and beauty and had a seat by the fire, warmed and waiting for her. Everyone was frightened of Nanny. The girl swallowed. Now here she was, practically on the old witch's doorstep. She took a deep breath and smoothed down her skirts. She'd come for a reason. The girl walked to the gate. One of the dogs slunk away into the house. The other stared at the visitor, its lips curled just enough for her not to come any closer. A moment later, a sharp bark came from the house. The gate opened, and the dog lay down. The girl walked through the gate and up to the door. The door was ajar. She pushed it open and stepped inside. "Hello?" she called, tentatively. The girl's voice quavered and answered on the air. The house smelled. Cats, definitely, and smoke, but something else too. Something sour and strange. Definitely strange. Slowly, the girl's eyes adjusted to the gloom. There was paper everywhere, piles of letters and books. Her eye was drawn to a box in the corner. In the dim light, she could have sworn she saw it move. She crept over and peered inside. For a moment, her eyes couldn't decipher what she saw. Then she realized that the box was full of toads, crawling one on top of the other, all trying to reach the top. Something warm and soft brushed the girl's leg. "Oh!" she jumped. It was a cat, now twining itself about her ankles. "So, what do you want?" The girl looked up to find old Nanny staring unblinking at her. I, I've come for my future red. I brought money. And why? Or why do you want your fortune red? Have you been jilted, deceived, betrayed? No, I can see there's nothing budding in your belly. So, I, I've been offered marriage, but my heart lies another way. I need to know if the one I love loves me. Nanny Morghan said nothing, but sat down at a little table, gesturing the girl to do the same. The old woman took the cards in her crabbed hands, shuffled them and laid them out on the table one by one. The girl sat tensely, startling every time the fire popped in the grate. Nanny pondered the cards. And then the girl. She slowly shook her head and said, "No, the one you love does not love you. He loves none but his own self. The marriage, that's a good offer. You should think about it. But be warned. When the one your heart desires sees you with another, he'll come courting with all his sweet words. And if you listen, then, once the chase is done, once he has won you, he will be gone, and you will be left with neither lover nor suitor, nothing but a broken name." The girl put her coin down on the table, nodded her head, and was gone as soon as she could get out of the house. The old woman watched her go with a shrug of her shoulders and a shake of her head. She knew all too well her words had changed absolutely nothing. The end. So that is the story of Nanny Morghan, that one of the old hags, witches of Wenlock that people would go to for advice. Sounds just about right, really. Dogs, cats, toads, the usual malarkey. Cards, obviously. Yeah, so anyway, guys, thank you for listening and taking the time. I appreciate it. Please hit that like, share if you can, and if you've not yet subscribed, please do so because it does really help. Thanks, guys. Many blessings.